All right, to weigh in and get further analysis on this, we've got former Republican governor of North Carolina, my former governor, Pat McCrory, who did have to call in the National Guard under his leadership. So you've had some experience with this as a mayor and as a governor. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Governor, I hope this is as bad as it gets, but I fear that it may get worse before it gets better. What are your suspicions about what may happen next?
Well, we have to right now get some leadership maturity out of the White House, out of the governor's office, and out of the mayor's office. And the last thing you can have is them not working together as a team during a crisis situation, whether it be a snowstorm, whether it be a riot based upon a police shooting. You have to show that there's teamwork. And if you have disagreements, you talk about those disagreements behind the scenes, not on TV. You don't make assumptions. You only speak of facts. And we're seeing just the opposite right now. The tweet from the president had some very inflammatory language. The governor's remarks at his press conference was extremely contradictory, had some comments about we need to calm down, and then he gets excited. And of course, the mayor's comments in the past have not been comments of maturity and leadership, looking at the bigger picture and the long term. And you've got to have some immediate maturity among the three levels of government at federal, state, and local level. And that's what I had to do when I had to call the National Guard after a very controversial police shooting. And we had rioters, we had very similar rioters, shame, throwing fireworks, lighting up buildings, shooting guns. And we had to speak among facts. We had to talk about what our goals were, what we needed to accomplish, and how we were going to handle it regarding our strategy of both law enforcement and community relations. And this is when I had a very liberal Democratic mayor of Charlotte at the time when I was governor. She did not want me to send National Guard. We spoke off camera many times, made an agreement, and held a joint press conference, not showing our disagreements at the time because we had to bring the community together. And we're not seeing that during this whole Minnesota last, not only today, but during the past week or two.
Yeah, it almost feels like a who's going to blink first kind of thing.
Well, everyone's trying to talk. Everyone's talking politics, too. You don't talk politics during a crisis like this. There is no politics during a crisis where you're talking about life and death issues, both for the victim and also for the people who are in law enforcement. And by the way, they're all in law enforcement at the federal, state, and local level. You can't say one is law enforcement and one is not, which is just shocking that the governor said such a comment.
What about the leadership from other governors, both Republican and Democrat? We heard from California Governor Gavin Newsom, which they, historically have obviously had softer on crime, illegal immigration policies in that state as well. And Newsom said that Trump made this shooting happen today. What did you make of that?
It's irresponsible for him to make that comment. It's just irresponsible. And that means he's putting politics of the nation and his own politics above the crisis that we must deal with at this point in time. And it's almost becoming a constitutional crisis between states' rights, local rights, and federal rights. And it's in reverse. Usually the Republicans are talking about state rights, the Democrats are talking about federal rights. And this time in history, it's kind of flip-flop, a little hypocrisy by both sides. Yeah. But I think those were very immature comments by Governor Newsom, and he knows better.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.